Hello Scrappy Crafters, Renee here from Scrappy Ray Paper Crafts with another episode of Don't Ditch the Scraps. Today we're going to use Lost Lagoon and Wild Wheat ink. I am using the Happy Birthday from the So Sincere stamp set, and I'm using Birthday Wishes from Simply Said. You could use whatever sentiments you want and whatever DSP cardstock you want. I'm using the flat adhesive backed pearls. I am using the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. I see those. Wild Wheat and Lost Lagoon are probably my two most favorites at the moment. Then I used the Layered Florals embossing folder on one of the cards, and I'm going to use the Celebrations Starstruck folder. This is no longer available, but you could use something like the cane or another festive background embossing folder that you might have on hand. Okay, I'm going to set those aside and get started on the first card. I shared yesterday how I go about choosing what style card I'm going to use, and then the color combination. So this card started with this little piece right here. I measured the piece and I looked until I found a sketch that I liked, and I built it from there. So I'm going to put these together. I want them a little wonky, so I'll set them off to the side. But I'm going to start by stamping my sentiment first. I'm going to use my Lost Lagoon ink, and then I'm going to use the Birthday Wishes sentiment. And as soon as I do that, then I will run it through the folder. And since I said I want it to be a wonky card, I'm just going to put this at an angle. I want it all to be wonky. All right. We'll set that aside, pull in my machine, and then the plates, it tells you what plates to use, and I'm using a standard embossing folder. So with the standard embossing folder, I'm going to use number 1 and 2 number 3 plates. So I'll put on my number 3, and then I'm going to put this in the folder, and then I'll run it through. Always put the seam going in first. Okay, I'll set this aside, and then I like to stamp before I emboss. It just makes it fun, and it's easier to stamp before you emboss if you want your image to be on the main layer. So I'm going to take some glue and put that down. Actually, I'm going to use my fat Tombow because I want to be generous with my glue. Oops. This folder, the edges come up really easy, so I'm going to be very generous with my glue. Put that down. And I'm actually using retired paper on this card, but my thinking is I'm showing you how to use scraps, so why not use up my retired scraps? Plus, you can customize this layout to whatever paper and folders you have. So this piece here is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then I'm going to add this strip. This paper, let me see if I can find it really quick, is called Bright and Beautiful. It's a very quick paper, and we have one that's similar this year, but I don't have the name on hand. So I'm going to glue this strip down to the base of the card. And then what's fun about this pack is you could choose any color you want as your base color. Oh, I forgot to trim this down. This is 1 inch. I see I'm going to get glue on my trimmer. I want it to be 1 inch by 5 3/8. So let me get that trimmed. See, and then my edge sticks on there. I'll have to clean it afterwards. it was due for a cleaning anyway, so now I have to clean it. All right, so I'm going to set this on. I want it just above the sentiment, and I guess it doesn't matter if it's exactly straight since I said I want the card to be wonky, but I don't think I want my ribbon type thing to be wonky. Then I'm going to glue this on, and this is 2 pieces of the designer series paper. This one is 1.5 by 2, and this one is 1 5/8 by 2 1/8. I just want a very narrow border on this piece. I'll glue these 2, and then I'll set it aside and glue my other one. My other one I did a bigger border. And like I said, I want it wonky. So see, I didn't square it up. I put it off to the side. Or maybe I want it to go the other way. Yeah. I think I want it to go that way just because when I put it on the card, it's going this way. And then these 2 pieces are 1 3/4 by 2 1/4, and then 2 by 2 1/2. So I put a bigger border on, and it's because I want more of this background to show. So I'm going to slide it down and over as much as I can. I could just go all the way that way, but I think I still want to have a bit of a slant. Go ahead and put this on. Another really quick card. I'm all about the quick cards. I do like to make some detailed cards, but when I'm doing the videos, I want them to be short so that I'm not boring you. Last night's video was rather long, but it was explaining scrap storage for both the designer series paper and cardstock, and then we made 2 cards from scratch. Like, I didn't have anything cut ahead of time, so it did take longer that way. This piece I want to pop up on some dimensionals. I think I'll use minis on that one. And if you make any cards as a result of watching this video, even if it's a different design, I would love it if you come to my Facebook page and share your photos. It's fun to see what other people create, and who knows, you might inspire somebody else. So come to Scrappy Ray Paper Crafts on Facebook and share your photos. You just share it in the comments. So this one, like I said, I want this one to be popped up, and then it has to be popped up above the birthday part. You see there? Very quick. It's the end of that card. And now I'm going to add my embellishments, and I might add a lot. And the fun thing is I can use all 4 colors because all 4 are in there. So let's see here. I'll take a little lagoon and put it right here, and then the blue, let's see, I'll do a big one right there. On the pink, I'll do one there, and then the lemon, I'll do a big lemon too. Let's see here, a big lemon. Where do I want the lemon? I'll put the lemon right there, and then I'll do a big green down here with the little green, maybe. No, I'm not liking that. Let's see. I know, it's so hard to make up your mind sometimes, especially when you're not putting them right next to each other. I think I'll go with that one. And maybe I'll add more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. Let's do a little pink over here, and a little blue. I'm actually going to move the big blue and put the little blue here, and then I'll take this big blue one. Did I get the glue? I did. I'll take the big blue one and put it there. There. All right, so that's the end of the first card. Very cute, whimsical. Okay, so the next card, I used the layered florals, and since I wasn't stamping on that layer, I went ahead and embossed it to save some time. I have the wild wheat card base. It is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. And then I'm building layers. Oh, I dropped some of my pieces here. All right, I'm building layers. So on my layers, I have the blackberry, and it is 2 7/8 by 4 7/8. And then the wild wheat is 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. I'm going to go ahead and adhere those together. And then what I'm going to do with this stamp this time, I'm still stamping on the base, but I'm not stamping on the embossed layer. So I can just go ahead and stamp directly onto the card base. We'll set that aside to dry. And then these, I like to stack these layers. And so these purple, the blackberry, are 1.5 inches square. The wild wheat is 1 3/8, and then the DSP is 1 1/4. And I need to get these back in their order. Let's see, this goes this way, and then that goes up there. Oop, it's sticking to my fingers. Okay, so we'll go ahead and adhere these. My glue. The downside, I have a glue holder, but I'm not using it right. I don't know. One of you will have to show me how to use it because it just falls over. It's cute. It's a little butterfly, but it literally falls over. So I don't use it. And that means that I have to shake my bottle to get my glue to come down to the bottom. There we go. Put this on. This is the most time-consuming part, is assembling these layers. Otherwise, it's very quick, easy assembly. And you wouldn't have to cut apart the layers. You could make them strips. That would make it easier too. But it is literally using a 1 by 3 DSP scrap. And then aside from my card base, the 2 cardstock pieces are also scrap. So that worked out really well. And then on my other card, the card base and the white layer were the only 2 pieces that were not scrap. All right, we'll put this piece on. And then put that one on. And then I need to adhere the embossed layer to the base of the card and then stamp. So I'm gluing this directly down. I'm not going to use dimensionals on it. And then I feel like there's a hair on there. There's. Okay. So I'm going to glue this directly onto the card, and that's going to help me determine where to stamp my sentiment. All right, let's see. Did I get that straight? I think I did. All right. Then I'm going to take wild wheat ink. It's going to definitely be a tone-on-tone card. Wild wheat ink. And then I am using the Happy Birthday from the So Sincere stamp set. And hopefully I get it straight the first time since I've already glued down my card. I'll stand up to do this. All right, let's see here. I want this down. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'll set this aside. And now we will add our squares. And I'm going to pop those up with dimensionals as well. You could run a piece of ribbon if you wanted to do ribbon instead. You could run a piece of ribbon, or in addition to, not instead of, but in addition, you could run that piece of ribbon, like a, I don't know, an iridescent ribbon. I don't think we have any. Or some baker's twine, that would be pretty. And then I'm using the pearls. I'm using flat adhesive backed pearls. They're just iridescent, so they're going to pick up all of the colors of the DSP. And then I need to make sure I have these in order. Top. Yep. Okay. So then I want to set these on before I pop off my paper. I'm going to set these on and make sure I still have room. I feel like it's going to be very tight, but it'll work. All right. And I've put my container, my weeding tub, it's a very cute weeding tub. I've put it somewhere. I don't know where I've put it. So all of my little pieces are just laying everywhere, but I clean those up after the video. I don't leave my desk a mess. Then I can't function. All right, so we'll put, oh, that one, looks like that one moved. Let's see, just pick it back up. So when you have a piece that you need to move and it's stuck, if you pull on the front, it's going to curl the front, and you don't want that. So lay the piece down that you don't want curled, and then pull on the other piece to get it to lift. And then you won't have to worry about the curl. All right, so let's put some more adhesive on this and try again. All right. I think it moved when I turned it over. I'm not sure. All right, here we go. There's that. And then I want this one to be really close to the bottom. And now this final piece. Pop off the backs. I should have used my take your pick tool. It's much easier. But I didn't. Alas, see all these little pieces. All right, and then I'll put this on here. It's not on right. Let's slide this over some. There we go. How's that? And my last detail is to add my pearls. And I think I'm going to stick with the smaller ones. I don't think the bigger ones would look very nice. They might, but I think I'm going to stick with the small ones. Oh, these don't want to come up off of the paper either, so I'll just have to put them on. Oh, they're going to stick to my fingers too. Wow. All right, maybe. I think that one lost its glue. All right, we'll try a different one. Put that one on there. Yep, its glue is right here attached to this one. So I'll hold on to that one a minute. So we'll put that one there. Put one up here. And then, oh, somehow I ended up with 4 in my hand. All right, and then I'll put one right here. And then I'll take this one that was loose, and then I'll pick up the adhesive off of my finger. There we go. And I'll put that one back on the card. No, I think I'm going to do 5 on this one as well. So I'll go ahead and put this one here. There we go. And then this one I'll put up here because he looks kind of lonely by himself. All right. There we go. 2 quick cards made from all scraps minus the card base. And again, you can take these designs and customize them for the paper and sentiments that you have. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share. And please join me on Scrappy Ray Paper Crafts Facebook. Share what you've created as a result of these videos. Thank you and have a great day.